Jeff Traylor in the house. Coach, congratulations, man. What an unbelievable weekend. I'm sure you're just still riding on cloud nine.
Yeah, we are. It's been fun, and we're tired, but we're excited, and it's been a big day.
Hey, what's the reaction been like for you over the last 24, 48 hours since you left the stadium? I know the texts have been coming in, and just I want to get your feeling about the support you're feeling from San Antonio, all those fans, everything, the atmosphere at the Alamo Dome.
Yeah, it was surreal. I mean, the UAB game, obviously winning the West was pretty special, but this one went up another notch. I mean, it's hard to believe that you could go up another notch. And in our team meeting we just talked about with our players and our coaches, it went to another level since UAB, and over 500 texts probably, another couple hundred today, and I'm trying to get back to everybody that I possibly can, and a bunch of selfies, a lot of fun with a lot of people that love the Roadrunners and showed their passion and how they cheer for our kids, and it was a special night for all of us.
We've been talking for 3 months about this is a special team. You should get out to the Alamo Dome and see them. Incrementally, the crowds started getting bigger and bigger. I guess your players finally got what they were hoping for all along.
There's no doubt, and we just got through celebrating in a team meeting, and I couldn't point out every single little bitty play in the game. We all know the big plays, but there's so many behind the scenes things that went on, blocks made behind that no one even knows about, blitz pickups by running backs that nobody knows about, offensive linemen straining, defensive linemen straining. To win a championship, it's just so hard, and it's so special, and it takes so many different people, and for our kids to experience that in that atmosphere, it was just really cool.
There's so many heroes of that game. We can talk about some of them, but I want to zero in on Frank Harris because we knew this kid when he was at Clemens High School. We knew his ACL injury then. Then he gets to UTSA and had more injuries. He's a sixth-year senior now, and he much maligned after the North Texas game as well. And this guy never, ever stops. And when you had to have a big conversion, or 2 or 3, third downs, fourth downs, he continues to answer the bell.
Yeah, he's always laser focused. He's an extremely competitive young man, but this week he was even different. He took it to a whole nother level. I don't know that I saw him smile one time the entire week. He was just going to will his team to victory. And he basically did, with his arm, with his brain, with his legs. I mean, his leadership in so many ways. And you hate to ever pick out one kid, but you brought him up, and he was, the stats are always about Bailey Zappi, and Bailey's an unbelievable player. I mean, transcendent. I mean, he's different. But the most important stat is a quarterback's win-loss record, and Frank's 2-0.
But in order to beat him, you had to keep the ball away from him, and Sincere McCormick runs for 200 yards. A Sincere McCormick-like game, which we saw a lot of last year. Hadn't had those huge games this year, and he had one right at the right time.
It's as good as I've seen him run since I've been here. Now our tight ends, our receivers, our O-line, our quarterbacks fakes, we strain now. We strain for the fella. But 3 made some special runs. The stiff arm he made, I think he picked up 3 more miles per hour once he made the stiff arm and got in the end zone. And the most physical team won the ball game. That they were a finesse team that threw the ball all over the yard, but the most physical football team won the football game.
And I wanted to talk to you about that because you made no bones about it. You were not happy with your football team after the North Texas game. But you said something after the North Texas game that I thought was maybe the reason your team responded the way they did. About desperate versus prosperous.
Yes, sir.
Explain that and how JT told us after the game he doesn't think you guys win the championship without the North Texas loss. That a part of it was necessary.
I agree with JT on that. We didn't mean to. We had good practices. But when we got out there and it was really cold and it was rainy and it was windy, that's when you find out whether you're prosperous or you're desperate, right? Prosperous people gripe about if the beans are warm or if they want French fries or mashed potatoes. Desperate people, when you're raised, kind of the way I was raised at a younger age, three kids in one bedroom, bunk beds. You're just grateful for what you get. And as we got older, or we had a few more jobs, we got to eat a little bit better, and we became a little more gripey and spoiled. And that's what I tried to explain to our kids is that North Texas looked desperate. They had to win, or they were not going to a bowl. We were going to decide which bowl we were going to. We were prosperous. They were desperate. And they kicked our tail, which made my team very, very, very desperate. And I will say, it's my responsibility to get them ready. So that was on me, not on those kids.
Well, you got them ready when it counted, right? They were desperate against Western Kentucky because they knew how good Bailey Zappi was.
They were unbelievable. And their effort I mean, we gave up some plays. We weren't perfect. We haven't been perfect. We've got our fleas. If you watch us play, we all got our problems on our team. But it's never really a question ever since I've been here about effort. And I'm really, really proud of our kids.
You said that they didn't want you to go over the top, and I do want to point out a couple of plays. Zachary Franklin's one-handed catches. He had one against Alabama. He had one here. The play that he makes to go up and get the ball on Brendan Brady's pass. Zachary Franklin is that something you guys aren't surprised by because he doesn't practice every day?
I just wish he was healthy. I mean, really, the whole year the kid's played injured. He's played through. He's just a tough human. And we got him to jump off sides. And we put one up to him, and like he always does, he does another one of those crazy catches. How that's not on the ESPN top 10, I don't know. And then Brendan Brady threw a great ball on a double pass, and he went up and high-pointed. I think it's one of the most courageous catches he's made because the ball was up, the safety was coming over, and he just stayed in there, head hits the ground, and just splashes on that turf and still comes up with a catch. And they're the most selfless team, and I know they're all our culture pillars, but they really do what we ask them to do.
Well, they're getting ready to ask him to go against a San Diego State team that's very good. Want to get your reaction to the bowl announcement today, and you got your hands full.
Yeah, I really haven't. We found out today, and we've literally been celebrating our championship all day. And my coaches are back right now, getting ready for that. We'll learn more about them. Obviously, when you win 10 football games or 11, whatever it is, they're a really good football team. I'm more excited about where it is. Our fans are so excited about our team right now. I'm already getting bombed about tickets. We don't know anything about tickets right now. We're trying to figure it all out as we go right now. So I think we'll have a great crowd in the Metroplex.
Well, Coach, it's been a pleasure. All season long has been fun. And I know I speak on behalf of San Antonio sports fans in general. What you guys have given the city of San Antonio when the Spurs are down, it's just like the Spurs are winning championships again. To be in the Alamo Dome on Friday night and to see that atmosphere was something that was very, very unique. And people who had been following you all year showed up, and San Antonio turned out, and it was really special.
The city, the way it's lit up, just everybody. It's really what we believe. It's why we wanted this job so much. You can go back to my very, very first press conference when I took this job. This is what we had visualized. We knew it was here. We've got great, great fans. They love football. They're smart fans. And they were so loud when Western Kentucky had the ball, and they were so quiet when we had the ball. Intelligent fans. And we all love a winner, right? And we got some great, great kids, a great university, and the future is so bright. I mean, it really is going to be a special time.
And the lights, the cell phone lights, what was it?
Have you ever thought of that? I know on Twitter.
It was spontaneous, it felt like.
And then it just went crazy. Our student section, SOSA, City of San Antonio, and I literally on the headsets, I started singing, "This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine," and the momentum flipped right back our way. So appreciate that very much.
Coach Jeff Traylor, champion of Conference USA, as the Roadrunners get ready for their bowl game again Tuesday the 21st against San Diego State. Coach,
thank you.
I know you're a busy man. Thanks for coming in, and I appreciate it.
God bless. Birds up.
Jeff Traylor, our insider.